Well, hello, friends, patriots from around the world, across this great nation. I would like to welcome you to my very first series. We're going to give it a go at the Taroscope. Everybody's going to get a Taroscope each month for their sign. And with the new moon coming up on the 30th, I can't even think of better timing for this to happen. Amazing how that happens, because I kind of had an idea a long time ago in the back of my head, maybe I should do this. But then all of a sudden, the idea hits, I run it by you all, and boom, we're here. And so, all of you, I really want all the signs to listen to this introduction. Because what I'm going to do each month is I'll start with the sign of that month with the new moon. So this month we're going to start with Virgo. You can hear my dog, very thirsty. I have been talking somewhat this summer with these eclipses. If you remember how kind of pandemonium and crazy July was. With the new moon solar eclipse we had on July 2nd and then again on July 16th, because they were tapping into the eclipses we had the prior January. That part of the transits are going to be intensifying. We've been on this steady pace with these two planets, Saturn and Pluto, getting ready. Ooh, look at this. I'm going to dig this off. For the Saturn-Pluto, the great Saturn-Pluto conjunction of 2020. This aspect, see, I'm kind of shaking because I want to make sure I say this the right way so you all really hear it and you all really commit to this. These two planets are outer planets. It takes about 240, 280 years for Pluto to go all the way around. And what Pluto does, Pluto is the judgment card. It's the life-death transformation card. It goes and it just kind of creates upheaval and turn things over and transforms things. Saturn kind of restructures things. Every 30 years it comes to a sign, and it really kind of compresses things. The Saturn-Pluto conjunction in the sign of Capricorn, we have not seen the likes of this type of a transit with this type of intensity, with this type of just major forces, cosmic forces, bearing down on us since perhaps World War II. And the thing is, during World War II, Pluto was opposite in Cancer. So everything we've done since then is getting transformed. The other thing is that Capricorn is a sign of the establishment, institutions, government. It's very much the patriarch. The UK, England, is like a patriarchal society, kind of with that hierarchy, with establishment and norms and being proper. In the United States of America, our U.S. natal chart has Pluto at 27 degrees. There's a reason why they say, in my mind, that democracies don't survive more than 250, 300 years. And I believe that's because that's when they hit their Pluto return. Because everything that they were founded upon is radically transformed. Steve Judd Astrology had a really great analogy that when Pluto comes by to transform things and redo them and get rid of the old that just no longer serves us, instead of taking a plow and going 5 feet deep to turn over the soil and get the toxins out and root out all of the things that are not essential or of that core, of that integrity, they're gone. They're transformed, they're obliterated. What needs to stay stays and is transformed into something new. Pluto is like taking a 20-foot deep plow and digging in and transforming everything. So everything on our planet is experiencing this. The plutocracies, the governments and businesses that have been, profits ahead of everything else, things that have lost touch with humanity, things that have been reckless and dangerous and poisonous, that have hurt economies, things that have not changed and gone with the time, haven't gone with the whole and adapted and changes, those things are going to break apart. Anything, like I just had a flash in my mind about all of our infrastructure that needs to be taken care of. Bridges and roads are made of Capricornian materials like concrete, rock, hard materials. And if they're not rock solid, they're going to fall apart easily. We are going to have, there will be major weather associated with this. I cannot even think about what kind of weather patterns are going to be happening with how much destruction will take place. The silver lining about having Donald Trump right now is that he's helping to create a lot of chaos and upheaval, so that when Pluto hits the 27-degree mark, by then he will be gone and we will have already been remaking things. Because it's going to hit our natal USA chart hard, but we also have a lot of enthusiasm and young energies that are really wanting to make the changes. They're not ready yet, but the roots have been planted. On top of it, come next January, there's an eclipse 2 nights before. Like the window from like January 10th to the 20th are really difficult next year for Capricorn. And the fixed signs of Aries, Cancer, Libra will be feeling it again. So this is why I like this new moon Virgo so much. Virgo is an earth sign. It is so harmonious with Capricorn, which is also an earth sign. Capricorn, its card in the tarot is the devil, which is Saturn. So there's all these beautiful blue harmonious lines going to Saturn-Pluto. This is our month to use our new moon energies to make our wishes and pre-plan and pre-pave how we are further refining our focus as we go into January. We're going to work all this energy, and you know what? And it's going to get uncomfortable, like around Christmas time. It's going to get really uncomfortable for Virgo and these mutable signs again come Pisces season and Gemini season. But look at all these beautiful planets who are standing here, making these beautiful beams here with a lot of support to get us our right footing, bring us some optimism, bring us the courage we need to keep going forward. On top of it, look at these beautiful blue lines going to Uranus and Taurus. These are the shakeups. These are the unconventional things. These are the things that come out of left field that disrupt and interrupt us. These planets are all very harmonious for change as well. So if there's anything I can tell you is that this Virgo new moon, you need to take time out. August 30th, get yourself focused and make some plans and make some conscious efforts to follow those plans. Because if you don't, things are going to break. Things are going to hurt. You're going to find yourself in situations that could be just devastating. This is the time to really kind of be conservative and frugal, and to have some vision and forethought, and knowing what you're willing to hang on and what you're willing to break apart, because things are going to break apart. And so I think this is all I want to say right now for everyone. How am I doing with time? Okay, so having said all that as my introduction, I'm just going to show you some cards that for all of us, my viewers, those of us who lean towards this political astrology and political tarot, these are the things you have to keep in mind as you consider your upcoming Tarotscope. So for all of us collectively, it's the Eight of Cups. Walking away or making a change of plans. Things have to be decided. Maybe this would be a great month to go through a purge in your house and get rid of stuff you don't need. That will help tremendously with getting rid of that stale energy. I mean, that we're going to be doing that because we have to move, but I can think of no better thing for you to do in your immediate environment than do that, and then also give it away, because Virgo is also the sign of service, and Virgo loves to organize. So you're going to get a lot of energy in that respect. Organizing, purging. Pluto's a purger. Oh wait, I'm going to pull this. So let's just get a sense on what all of us collectively for our nation need to consider as we move towards the Saturn-Pluto conjunction in January, and how to consider our new moon wishes from now through then, because we're going to have some eclipses at the end of the year, and it's going to just make this even crazier. Okay, so let's see. What do we have here? Whoops. The Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles. This is also a Virgo card. I love this. The Nine of Pentacles is really refined. It, I believe, is Venus expressed in Virgo, the beauty of perfection, the beauty of refinement, the love of refinement. These are the things that are important to you, the things where you have the most value, where you like to express your creativity, where you like to express what's beautiful for you, in just kind of the simple elegance of things, in the simplicity of things. This is not like a big Leo. This is just kind of classic, kind of understated, that type of order and elegance. Know what's important to you about those things. Where am I going with this? This is the challenge. The Daughter of Cups. The challenge you need to wade through with your emotions and thoughts has to do with the news that you receive in general. Female news, offers, and ideas. New love, new friendships. That type of news, those type of supports, those type of people. That's kind of going to be the challenge. The Page of Cups. With how we're expressing with our youth. This is our Three of Wands. This is Three of Wands, that is an Aries card, but it also has to do with the merchant, how we do business, how we do trades, which is a very Virgo type of thing to do. Trade, business, keep track of things, making profits, organizing that stuff. We're at the end of the summer. Virgos like to organize what they have for the upcoming year and how they're going to deal with an abundance of things and track things and keep them organized. Crowning this, this is the Four of Wands. I really like this because this has to do with Venus in Aries, and that there is beauty in structures, and there's beauty in having fun. Know what's fun for you guys, where you're showing your creativity. This is what's crowning down, beaming down on everything to consider ahead of your Taroscope. This is kind of the general theme for all of us. In the past, we were dealing with the Page of Wands and news and ideas. Our youth, they do need us. Let's come the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups, taking offers or not, sitting back, reflecting. We need to emotionally reflect. We need to emotionally prepare for the future. I just keep feeling like we can't forget about our kids because they keep getting kind of lost in this administration and our families and our communities because it's one crisis to the next. Our kids really, really need us. That's what it is. Heading to the Saturn-Pluto conjunction, we need the structures with our families and friends, their children, and how we're going to keep our families whole, keep the entire network whole as we barrel through this together. We cannot lose sight of our kids because they are the futures. I keep getting told the future. They're the ones that are going to transform, and they need to be on the right page with all of us. We cannot leave them behind. We are so much an example to them. It's almost like we just need to be engulfed with our families and our communities and our children and making ourselves stronger. Okay? That is the big picture. Okay? Virgo, you are going to be the apple of the universe's eye. You have all the favor this month. And you know what? Even if you're not a Virgo, we all have Virgo in our charts somewhere. So Virgo's ruled by Mercury. Mercury has to do with thought, knowledge, reasoning, communications. In the sign of Virgo, it rules the hands and wrists. It rules thinking. A lot of times you'll see Virgos, they love the mental gymnastics. It's almost like they can feel their thoughts and how they think. Virgos like the Sudoku. They like word games. They always have to have something to do with their hands. And they tend to have slender, lithe bodies. They are able to be more vegan or go vegetarian than most because their sign is an earthy sign. They love fresh juices. Virgo rules over the lower lobes of the liver and the small intestine, so you must get those in tip-top shape and keep supporting those organs as we head towards Saturn-Pluto, because you might have some major immune problems during flu season, especially when we have Neptune toxins opposing this and liver function in the square, okay? The whole aspect about toxins, liver health, and a strong immune system are critical as we head towards 2020, the Saturn-Pluto conjunction. And so this was the introduction. I'm so excited. The next video I'll do Virgo, then I'll do Libra, and then I'll go through the signs. Okay? So thanks so much, you guys. I have just really loved being on this adventure with you guys. I can't believe I was so scared to start this channel. And I'm probably going to be I want to start up my Patreon channel more. And I have a feeling that's where I'm going to be doing all my live streaming. So that's the introduction. Up next is Virgo. Thanks, you guys.